Hey, what's going on, guys? So, in this video, I'll be talking about how to reprogram your mind and escaping the matrix. And what I mean by matrix is just the system. Um, so, you know, we are all just the product of what we are thinking and how we are thinking it, right? So, for example, in school, I remember a very specific example where our teacher was teaching us in Poland how to just like how water is, we are running out of water and like be careful with your water consumption because the whole world is gonna run out of water at some point. That was just like something I listened to when I was in like primary school, and I really believed it. Like I was like 8 years old, and I went to home. I went home, and I remember I said this to my mom when she was like using a lot of water. I told her, "Hey, don't use that much water. Like we might run out of water like on the planet Earth, you know." And she was laughing, and then kind of like comment. I remember the specific comment she said that, like, "Wow, that's so strange. Is that what people teach nowadays in school in Poland?" Because she grew up in Mongolia, and then her her teacher taught her different things. So obviously her teacher never said these type of things. So now using it for modern examples, you can see, for example, nowadays in America, they teach children about different genders and different religions and how you should be more accepting for new religions or different religions that you don't know. um, but it depends on like which state you live in. So you see, we all kind of are a little bit programmed little by little from the influence of school system or college or a religion that you're in, the community that you could have been grown up with, your friends, your job. You could be influenced by the state in general, the politics of the state. For example, in California, we have a lot of like liberals and Democrats and very little support for Republicans, for example. And I remember going to like, for example, going to Midwest. I just was kind of shocked a little bit just because that was my first time being exposed to Trump supporters, for example. And I was just living in California for a really long time, and I kind of was just oblivious to the fact that people in Midwest, they're actually very, really true Trump supporters, and they are very smart people. Some obviously, and some of them, and I had a very interesting conversation with some people about like why they actually support him and what's the real reason, and we kind of both learned from different perspectives, and obviously we were very respectful to each other. And I was at that time, I was very like just very liberal and very like I was supporting Democrats at that time. And now, thanks to that experience, I realized that actually it's good that I'm more in the center now, and I can see things from different perspectives. So how to reprogram your brain would be very good to actually get out of your comfort zone, get out of your state, your country, your continent, so you go to different people. Ideally, that's how I like to expose myself. Like I just go to different continent or I speak with different people. So for example, Ukraine war. Yes, I really think like obviously it's hard for Ukrainians going through the war, but also just knowing the other side of the argument, just to know that like why these other people like Russians, why do they support the war? Like actually just trying to understand everything from both sides, and just looking at everything from single perspective is not always the full picture of anything. So just opening your mind to being able to see everything from different perspectives, right? So I actually don't like arguing with people a lot. because why do we need to argue? Like, I would want to instead understand, like, to reprogram your brain, for example, would be just like understanding why this person thinks that way, like what's causing this person to be supportive of, for example, Russian side, or what's causing this person to be supporting Ukrainian side. And you don't need to like be always just black and white. You could be in the middle. You could be gray, or just somewhere like neutral, you know. So also another thing is with your job, for example, if I've seen a lot of people identify themselves as an employee of Google, for example. Oh, I'm a Google employee. You know, you're not a Google employee. You know, you're who are you? Like, you are independent person. So this is one of the reprogramming as well. So you can believe whatever you want to believe in. Like, for example, you could say, you know what, like if you want to build a good body for yourself, you could think of yourself as a very professional athlete or professional bodybuilder. And so that way you're going to achieve it more. You're going to spend more time on it. You're going to do more research about it. You're going to be more obsessed about it. You're going to treat it more professionally. So just being able to reprogram your brain and think, why do you think the specific thoughts, and analyze them very much in details, just to make sure you're not being just an NPC, you know, like just a random thing. Like you don't want to be just randomly thinking about whatever you're thinking about. So for example, like sometimes you would just have a very specific religion. Like you would, like if you just let programming of natural programming, if you just allow it, you can be like, let's say if you grew up in America, and you're just like in the Midwest, and you're let's say majority, you're just white, and then you're Christian. Now, maybe because your parents, your friends, your community, your school, everyone you know, you knew at that time was, let's say, Christian, Catholic. Now, you're gonna be Catholic probably, you know. So you, instead of just like accepting things just like that as it is, you should analyze and just be like, why am I Catholic? Who taught me this? Why is it better than this other religion? So comparing to other religions, for example, will give you bigger perspective and idea of like, okay, is it better, which is more beneficial, you know. Or like with anything, with it could be with religion, it could be with ethnicities, you could be with beliefs in general, politics, could be with anything, could be with like your body, like preference. If you want to be more muscular, you want to be more fit, you probably want to hang out with more fit people. So it, like you want to be careful who you surround yourself with. You want to have a better, healthier community around you, so you can program your mind better. We are always going to be programmed a little bit, like in a sense, like we are being programmed by just like watching some things on social media, some advertisements, maybe about like looking at a beer advertisement, and you're like, you're gonna recognize, oh, Bud Light, because everyone talks about it. Even if you don't drink, you know what Marlboro is. You know, like everyone knows. So you see, like you had these like exposures to these things. So it's programming, it's inevitable, but you can always be able to just at least be aware of it, and then decide to use it for yourself. Also, another thing you want to think about is just analyzing every single thought you have. So that's when meditation comes in as well. Just you're gonna analyze every little thought you have. Just walking down the street, and you're like, okay, thinking about this, and then analyzing, why do you think about this, like this tree? Okay, why are you thinking about this? Usually, okay, like around you, it's fine, but like something else. Let's say you're gonna be thinking about, oh, I wanna go out later tonight because it's July 4th. Why do you wanna go out? Wait, gotta think about that, right? Or like, oh, I feel like kind of like I wanna maybe I'm hungry, I want to meet my friend, so why, like keep like digging into your like questions of like why you're thinking this way and that way, and this way is gonna help you reprogram your brain. And maybe instead of just like thinking that, you can also think about something else, insert something in your brain, meaning like, you can have some kind of triggers close to you. Like what I have is on my phone, I have wallpaper. On my computer, I have a wallpaper as well. And those are subliminal messages that I'm sending to my subconscious mind. So, like, if I look at my phone, there's a background and it says something like, oh, I'm doing this challenge where I'm going to be posting more videos on YouTube, and I'm going to be working out, taking care of my body, and things like that. And I also have it the same thing on my computer, where I have like I want to work hard, something like that. And those little messages are being sent to you. So it's kind of like advertisement. You're sending advertisement to your brain every day. And that's like you can use these, or also you could just have some kind of triggers, like healthy water close by. So you also can like control your surroundings, and like have healthy products close to you. So let's say if you want to be healthy, if you care about your health, you would want to buy a lot of healthy vegetables and maybe protein shakes, or maybe meat, whatever you like to eat that it's healthy. Just buy a lot of it, and then if you see some unhealthy things, just put them away. Put them where it's not visible. So that way it's going to be easier for you to choose healthier products, just because it's very available to you. If you have to like go and order a pizza, for example, and then pick it up, it's gonna be like maybe more difficult for you, or more like mentally draining for you than just picking up something from your cooler or fridge. Maybe it's just a healthy salad or whatever you have in there. Pre-made meals, that's what I have, so it's like, oh, well, I'm just gonna eat my meal prep, because I made it already pre-made. So you want to have your surroundings clean as well. So the cleaner your surroundings are, the more concentrated you can be on your task as well. So have you seen the movie Limitless? So what does the main character do first? What does he do? He's super smart now. Now the first thing he does is organizes his apartment. He's gonna spend hours just to organize his apartment, just because it's gonna give him so much clarity, and he's able to concentrate on one single task of writing a book. Same thing can be applied to anything, your surroundings. Clean up your stuff around you. Maybe make sure you make the closest things around you clean, and maybe you need to clean your house, you need to clean your apartment, bed sheets, maybe your car, whatever. Just take care of the basic stuff first, and then you will have more clarity and more energy to program and help you achieve your goals. So I hope this helped you, and make sure you like the video, make sure you comment down below, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.